Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 2nd, 11:11 America New York, flash crash, hits stocks in Europe. Trading was halted momentarily on some European exchanges Monday morning, after major stock indexes plunged for a few minutes.
Daily FX Market News.
May 2nd, 10 o'clock America New York, US dollar points higher despite cooler than expected ISM data. April's ISM manufacturing PMI came in slightly lower than expected, indicating manufacturing activity in the US is slowing slightly.
BBC News. Business.
May 2nd, 9:46 America New York. Law firm says staff can work from home, for 20% less pay. Staff can choose to work remotely, but will have their pay cut, says city law firm Stevenson Harwood.
Global economy.
May 2nd, 9:40 America New York, Bank of England poised to raise interest rates further to curb inflation. Most economists predict a 0.25 percentage point increase as central bank tries to avoid exacerbating economic slowdown.
BBC News Business.
May 2nd, 9:30 America New York, law firm says staff can work from home, for 20% less pay. Staff can choose to work remotely, but will have their pay cut, says city law firm Stevenson Harwood.
New York Times Business.
May 2nd, 9:21 America New York, Spirit Airlines rejects JetBlue's offer. The airline said regulators would be skeptical of letting the companies merge as long as JetBlue is in a partnership with American Airlines. The chairman of Spirit's board said that the company stood by its plan to merge with Frontier Airlines.
New York Times Business. May 2nd, 9:21 America New York, Spirit Airlines rejects JetBlue's acquisition offer. The airline said regulators would be skeptical of letting the companies merge as long as JetBlue is in a partnership with American Airlines.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 2nd, 9:16 America New York, EU prepares ban on Russian oil. The bloc's executive is expected to propose a phased-in embargo on Russian oil, taking effect by year-end, after Germany came out in support of a ban. Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 2nd, 9 o'clock America New York, Japan could use more inflation. Japan's inflation rate is finally rising, but not for the right reasons or the right products. Yet there is a glimmer of hope for wage growth.
New York Times Business.
May 2nd, 8:04 America New York, the Federal Reserve's tough spot. A stock market dive complicates the fight against inflation. Consumers are bracing for higher prices for gas and other goods.
Global economy.
May 2nd, 8 o'clock America New York, multilateral development banks' balance sheets strained by global crises. The World Bank, the IMF and their donors differ on how to handle challenges posed by conflict in Ukraine, food inflation and climate change.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 2nd, 8 o'clock America New York, home buyers are finding ways to take the sting out of rising mortgage rates. More borrowers are paying upfront fees and considering adjustable-rate mortgages to lower their monthly payments.
Global economy. May 2nd, 7:30 America New York, slamming export controls on Russia brings the US and EU together. The Transatlantic Trade and Technology Council is gaining some momentum thanks to the Ukraine war. Marginal revolution.
May 2nd, 7:27 America New York, the minimum wage, rent control, and vacancies are who searches. In an interesting new paper, Federal Reserve economists Mariana Kudliak, Tashi, Marat and Didam Tuzman look at what happens to job vacancy postings when the minimum wage increases.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
May 2nd, 6:30 America New York, Duane bets on Ellison, Levi, and human suffering. In his memoir of his time in Auschwitz, Primo Levi describes Jewish prisoners bathing in freezing water without soap not because they thought it would make them cleaner, but because it helped them hold on to their dignity.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 2nd, 5:30 America New York, how a Georgia pine farm became a huge tax deduction. A minister's bequest underscores the lucrative market for conservation easements and shows why some deals are scrutinized by the IRS. Digital finance.
May 2nd, 4:53 America New York, Red Hair to launch Asia's first NFT index. Crypto analytics company Red Hair is launching an index tracking the biggest 50 NFT projects. The post-red hair to launch Asia's first NFT index appeared first on digital finance.
Marginal revolution.
May 2. 2:36 America New York, China estimate of the day. If China were to raise retirement age to 65 over next 20 years, the labor supply issue disappears. One of striking results of at Berthoff Mancon recent talk reviewed in Chartbook number 118 https://t.co/d2zup4oj7npic.twitter.com/ulrzo2pvc.
Daily FX Market News.
May 2. 2 o'clock America New York. Euro under pressure as US dollar soars ahead of Fed hikes. New lows for EUR, USD. The euro has been caught in the crossfire of a roaring US dollar on the back of climbing rate hike expectations from the Fed this week.
Marginal revolution.
May 2. 050 America New York. How strong are the racial preferences of universities? Using detailed admissions data made public in the SFFA versus Harvard and SFFA versus UNC cases, we examine how racial preferences for underrepresented minorities, URMs, affect their admissions to Harvard and UNC Chapel Hill.
Armstrong Economics.
May 2. 005 America New York, China's extreme lockdown measures. The Chinese government is taking its zero COVID, zero freedom policy to a new extreme. Government workers are now locking people within their homes to prevent them from leaving.
Armstrong Economics.
May 2. 003 America New York, Moderna poised to commit infanticide. Moderna is officially coming for toddlers and infants under 5. The company submitted a formal request with the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, claiming the vaccine is 51% effective among toddlers under 2 and 37% effective in the 2 to 5-year-old range.
Armstrong Economics.
May 2. 002 America New York, Biden adds the fifth horseman for the apocalypse. The post-Biden adds the fifth horseman for the apocalypse first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Daily FX Market News.
May 2. 000 America New York, oil rally may stall on China COVID woes, Fed rate hikes, top trade opportunities. Oil prices surged in the first quarter on Russian sanctions and a rebound in global demand. China's largest COVID outbreak since the pandemic started and a more aggressive Fed may halt the rally.